أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. All praise, all glory belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the creator of men and jinn, and everything that exists. Peace and blessings to our Prophet Muhammad, the last messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam, and the Ahlul Bayt. Assalamu alaikum viewers, this is your host Mehvish again with the show that has specially been organized on account of Ayyam Fatimiyyah. We are going to welcome Sister Razia Najafi to our show. Assalamu alaikum,
Wa alaikum
sister.
salam wa rahmatullah.
How are you doing?
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Perfect with you.
Good to have you here.
Jazakumullah
Alhamdulillah.
khair.
Today we are going to talk about Bibi Fatima's relationship with her household, her relationship to her husband, Imam Ali alayhi salam, to her family, her children, Imam Hassan alayhi salam, Imam Hussein alayhi salam, Bibi Zainab alayhi salam, and Bibi Kulthum alayhi salam. And we're going to talk about a very bit about her wasiyat that she left, her will that she has left us with. So let's start our topic with Sister Razia Najafi. Sister Razia Najafi, what are you going to tell us today about her relationship with her spouse?
Yeah, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I think before going to start our this topic, which you have chosen very beautifully, for relationship we need a lot of strength and positivity and that power, the connection to Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. So if someone is really, really focusing Allah in his or her life, then all the creation automatically dealing with them will become so much easy, because that person would say, oh, I have the qadir mutlaq, the absolute powerful Allah Tabaraka Ta'ala with me, and that is my destination, and he is observing me. So when he observes me, he's appreciating me. So if this small creation of Allah, like whatever relationship I have, if they're not appreciating me sometimes, if they're not, like maybe paying attention to me, so I would never, lost my temper or, get so much depressed because of one incident. Right. So the only tip I really want to stress on it is that whenever you have any problem in relationships, so you can just say, Allahumma inni as'aluka bi Fatimata wa abiha wa ummiha wa ba'liha wa baniha an tusalli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa an taf'ala bima anta ahlu wa la taf'ala bima ana ahlu. So you will get it. It's so beautiful, very powerful dua. And I told Umar Najafi, because he was the biggest lover of Bibi Fatima Ma'asuma Qom. Because of what? Because he was seeking, because he was a Sayyid, Sayyid. So he was looking for his spiritual mother. He was looking for Bibi Fatima Zahra. And he did some a'mal. And he was in the city of Najaf. And he left Najaf because of Fatima Ma'asuma. He moved from Najaf to Qom. Why? Because he got this indication in his dream that if you truly want to visit Bibi Fatima Zahra in this major occultation, you will not get the address of the actual grave of Bibi in Medina, but you can go to the Qom. You will get that reflection there. And this great grand Ayatollah, 60 years, constantly, he was the first Zair of Fatima Ma'asuma in Qom. Yeah. So he says a lot that, don't forget this tawassul of Bibi Fatima Zahra in your qunut of salah, and whenever in your sajda, after salah, whatever problem you have, you just connect, you do tawassul to Bibi. And because Nabi Akram sallallahu alayhi wa sallam also, we have very powerful hadith from him that he says, Man salla alayki, oh my daughter Fatima, whoever sends salawat on you, what will happen on the day of judgment? That person would be with me like this, how two fingers are. that much close that person would be. So these are good tidings, shows that, having that tawassul truly brings so many ease and comfort in our daily life, that should be there. So with that intention, inshallah, we are going to learn about the relationship which our Bibi he would have with his spouse, and definitely with his children, and with her mother and also father. Like all the relationships are amazing, remarkable, because she was connected to Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. That is the key point.
Yeah. That is the key.
So now we can check like how much
Closer
are we connected, like where we are we standing?
Right.
Like again the quality, the quantity, of our tawheed, because tawheed is so sweet, very, very like halawa, we can say the pleasurable concept, tawheed, but we don't enjoy it, the tawheed in our practical life. For example, when kids are having some kind of argument or fight, so usually sometimes we say, just keep quiet, go and just kiss your brother. Look, Baba is watching you, or I don't like this, and we are always talking about third person. Maybe we never say that go and just hug your brother because Allah loves it, Right. Go and just do it because angels are watching you. Just connect them with something beyond this world, and then they would have this concept of tawheed in their life. Because if we say, no, don't fight in front of dadi, nani, or mama, or baba, just take care of this and that.
Yeah, we're
always
creating all those worldly fears in
Exactly.
our kids as well. We're not
Exactly.
teaching them what is divine and what is...
Yeah, guests are coming. Guests are there.
Yeah.
Don't talk like that in front of them. If something is nice, you talk. You're always around with angels and with anbiya, with awliya. Bibi Fatima al-Zahra, she's Shahida. Shahida means the one, Shaheed, Shahadat, Ashhadu in Azan we say, means witness, giving witness. I'm witnessing. So because Shaheed will reach to the certain position that he would see everything, like everything is so obvious for him because he or she can observe that, this is the purpose of life. So therefore we call them Shaheed. Shaheed is definitely alive. Shaheed is witnessing, watching, observing our a'mal, our deeds. So Ayyam Fatimiyyah, only in these Ayyam or only inside the mosque or Islamic center, we shouldn't feel that Bibi's presence there, her presence. She's always with us when we are with our, screen or mobile or with our spouses. And I really like this hadith which says when husband and wife, they argue, they start fighting, and when they raise their voice, that moment is the most pleasurable time for shayateen.
Right.
And they would start to clap, and each corner of that house will fill with shayateen. And they would be so much happy. So this is truly giving us, like whenever we, in my house, I feel, Ya Khuda, I'm just calling shayateen by raising my voice. Because even Quran says, Inna ankar al-aswat la sawtul hamir. The most hatred voice is the voice of donkey, because donkey is so loud. If
Right.
I'm loud, I'm yelling at my children or my husband. So I'm just attracting the shayateen and inviting them to my house. And we know that Quran says a lot that shayateen, they are doing tawaf of us. Like literally, yameen, shimal, khalf, amam, front, back, right, left means what? Tawaf,
Yeah.
So they're constantly aware of us. And Allah has given them this permission that they can just invite us and we can invite them that much, not more than that. They're so weak. But the angels can do more. They have more power compared to the shayateen. But we don't invite them, And when they are coming, like when we have talked in our previous episode that, we have to sleep on time and we have to get up on time. So every night, Salatul Layl time, night prayer time, Sahar time, the angels, they call upon us. They say, Mehwish, get up. But we don't listen. Mehwish, Mehwish, many times. Therefore, one Ayatullah, he would say, whenever you get up for Salatul Layl or Awwal Waqt Salatul Fajr, you are not listening or watching the angels. I don't know why, but even although you are not watching them, just say Assalamu Alayk.
Oh, wow.
Do salam to them because they have done so much for you. And when we will die, they will just sit on our grave. Yeah, because the angels, they are writing our good deeds and bad deeds. There are so many, not only one. So when we will die, what will happen? They will ask Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, Allah, now what is our duty? This person has died. So Allah will say, go and just seek forgiveness for him or her.
Oh, wow.
Until the day of Qiyamah. And we don't take care of those angels, and
We should value them.
yeah, we should value them.
They are going to ask forgiveness for us. So,
Exactly.
of course.
And always they are with us. Always. Many of them. So Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam, they're always, drawing our attention that be aware of Malaikatullah, especially Israfil, Israel, and Jibrail, and Mikael, because whenever rains, when the winds, whenever we put a seed and we see, especially in the springs, leaves and plants and trees, all are the beautiful system is running by angels. Allah Tabarak Ta'ala have appointed them. So be thankful to them. Just say salam to them. But we feel, again, it goes to a relationship. Why I'm not good with my spouse sometimes? Because I feel I'm alone.
Right.
I'm so much, like lonely. I feel I'm so depressed because no one is there with me. How come you're alone? I want to take my viewers to that point. If you feel that you are not, alone in this world, if you are mu'min, if you have faith, therefore in Quran we say, Amana Rasul wa malaik, yeah? Iman, having faith on malaikatullah, it's wajib. It's one of the sign of mu'min. So if we don't have iman in that sense, we don't feel their presence, then we will call upon, all the shayateen, and then we have problems in our relationship. So Bibi Fatima Zahra Salamullah alayha, she's beautifully, like look at her humbleness, that the way she's seeking forgiveness for her husband is so outstanding, astonishing, that before, because these days are Ayyam Fatimiyyah, and this is somehow one of her before saying her will, her wasiyah, she says, Yabna Am. This is also one of the techniques that we shouldn't call upon our husbands with their name, like Ali. She never used to say, Ya Ali, although we want to show them that we are so close to them, it shows, we are so, friendly. But Islam has their own, some wisdom and principles, and I truly respect. And this is again the men's psychology, because they like if we tell them something like, with any nice title, Yabna Am, in Arabic language, they would call like that with respect. Oh, my cousin, it's Yabna Am, like my uncle's son, but it was better than Ya Ali, she's talking to Imam Ali alayhi salam that you never have seen me in our this mutual life after marriage, kadhiba, kha'ina, wa mukhalifa. In that sense, I never did mukhalifat on you. Okay, I'm going to explain to you that I never say something which is not truthful. Like she's Siddiqa, but still she's saying, forgive me if I couldn't fulfill my duties. And maybe I have done some mistakes, some shortcomings. So, and then she's saying herself that I never ever disobey you, like I was always with you. So look at the answer which Imam Ali alayhi salam is giving. Imam is saying, Ma'adallah, Ma'adallah, yani Allah forbid, Anti a'lam billah, abar, atqa wa akram. Your knowledge for Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, your tawheed is a'lam, the most, knowledgeable person. So Imam Ali alayhi salam is saying your abar, your virtue, your goodness is in the highest position. Wa atqa, in piety, you are so much taqwa, and akram, kareem, you are honorable person. How come you are saying this? And I was just thinking the same way, Dua Kumail. In Dua Kumail, what we can see?
Imam Ali is asking for forgiveness. And we think like, why is Imam Ali asking for forgiveness, right?
Yeah,
because
from Allah.
Yeah.
And he is the best servant of Allah.
Exactly.
The same way, Bibi Fatima Zahra, she's the best and perfect wife.
But she's asking for forgiveness.
Exactly.
So actually they're trying to teach us, right?
Yeah.
This is the way you ask forgiveness to your God, and this is the way you ask forgiveness to your spouse and anybody you're in relationship with, right?
Yeah, this is, and like like how we give always this example, the tree which is full of fruits, that tree, you can see that tree is so much humble,
Right.
nearer to earth.
Right.
So if someone has a'lam and abar and atqa and what it says also akram, Imam Ali is giving that 4 outstanding titles to Bibi, that you, with your this wisdom and ilm and taqwa and piety, how come you are seeking forgiveness? And also Bibi Khadijatul Kubra salamullah alayha, she also, she used to say to Prophet before her death.
Oh, wow.
And this is so amazing that the wills of Bibi Khadija and Bibi Fatima is also something about akhirat, about taqwa, about spirituality, not about dunya. Like Bibi Khadijatul Kubra, she's asking for shroud, kafan. Yeah, kafan. She's saying, I want the kafan, means your dress in which you have received the wahi, the revelation of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, revelation, yeah? And when Bibi Khadija was asking this, she couldn't ask directly from Rasulullah. She would feel that shyness, She's saying to her daughter, Fatima Zahra, that can you ask one thing, before her death, that I really want to have that same garment which he used to use while Rasulullah used to receive the revelation of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. But I can't say. Look at the haya, respect.
Wow.
Yeah, this. And for Bibi Fatima Zahra salamullah alayha, she's asking from Imam Ali alayhi salam also, and she's talking to Asma bint Umays that, this is my wish, my desire, then that I wish I could have something tabut, in which you put the box in which you put the dead body after the death, to take towards the graveyard. So in the time of Bibi Fatima Zahra, we all know, there wasn't tabut, the box for dead body. How they would carry the dead body?
Probably a piece of wood.
Exactly.
Or,
and look at the wisdom of Bibi Haya and chastity of Bibi Fatima Zahra. She's saying that, although I would be covered with kafan, but when they would carry me on the piece of the wood, maybe the na-mahram, they would see my shape of my body.
Oh, wow.
So I don't want that. I really wish to have a box that, taboo. This is haya, exclusively, like outstanding and very high level of modesty. And she's desiring for this, for her akhirat. So Imam Ali alayhi salam and Asma bint Umays, especially Asma, she said, I have seen in Habasha, because we know Asma, she has migrated from Makkah, Medina to Habasha. And Habasha was a modern country in that time, and they had this kind of boxes. And then she made it. She made it. And we all know that Bibi Fatima Zahra Salamullah alayha, after the demise of Rasulullah, in Masa'ib we have that, she lost totally her weight. She would look like shadow, like nothing was there, just bones. And then she said, buried me at night. So that was night. She knew it, that I'm going to bury it at night, but still she's thinking for tabut and for hijab and protection of her body.
All the covering of her, even her dead body.
Exactly, exactly. So this is the will of Bibi Fatima Zahra. And one we have discussed before too, that she said to Imam Ali alayhi salam, "Akthir tilawat al-Quran," as much as possible. Exactly, just sit next to my grave and recite Quran for me, because she was so much close to Quran, and when she will listen to the Quran, definitely she feel more comfort inside the grave. So that was the wills of Bibi Khadijatul Kubra and Bibi Fatima Zahra Salamullah alayhima.
MashaAllah, wow. Even the will and the last messages of Bibi Fatima Zahra are nowhere close to our dunyavi life, our material world, where we are so busy. Like even if there is a wedding, we're going out somewhere, we even forget about hijab sometimes. We just look after something that is more worldly. How am I going to look at this occasion and stuff like that? And sometimes we tend to forget, or we sometimes take it for granted. It's okay, it's just one occasion and stuff like that. But even on the deathbed, Bibi is asking for modesty, to hide the shape of her body and be covered when she's even going to the grave. I mean, wow, this is such a big lesson.
Yeah, unfortunately, we compromise our deen very easily, which I have seen a lot, even, unfortunately, in our lives too, like especially for namaz, for salah time, like awwal waqt salah, salat, prayers on time. I don't know why it's really difficult for us. And we know that
wow, that was such a beautiful thing that Bibi used to cover herself in her life, of course, and on the deathbed she would want to be covered, and she would want to be taken to her grave even if she's being taken at night time. She wants herself to be covered, and she's asking Imam Ali for these little things that we tend to ignore sometimes.
Unfortunately, I just want to add one point.
Yes.
That covering the head, even according to the scientists, it has so many positive effects in our physical life. Like physically, we can especially the non-Muslim, when they sit and they meditate themselves. In that time, they put a turban on their head to receive more energies.
Oh, wow.
And the areas which we cover, especially women compared to the men, this all have been proved scientifically. So I wish our viewers, they put so much efforts, inshallah, and respect to this order of Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, and beautiful role model of Bibi Fatima Zahra Salamullah alayha. Because if we really want to win her heart and be a Fatimi, which is our dream, so we have to match ourselves with these beautiful areas of our life. One is modesty, haya, and hijab. Yes, definitely.
Inshallah, I hope we are getting all these messages, beautiful messages, and this is especially for me, viewers. I would tell you honestly that these things I am adapting from the messages of Bibi Fatima Zahra. I think, inshallah, I need to practice these first before conveying it to you. So, inshallah, we all are able to bring these things in our lives, take care of our hijab, and these things that we take very for granted. So I'm sure the message that Sister Razia would like to convey to our audience is about taking this lifestyle of Bibi Fatima Zahra in her modesty, in her worship, in her household manners, the way she ran her house, the relationship with her parents, with her husband, with her children, and of course the political aspect of her personality, where she took the responsibility of standing up and raising her voice. Inshallah, we are able to adapt all those things in our life. Thank you so much, Sister Razia Najafi, for all your time. This is probably our last show. So thank you so much. I would really like to thank you on behalf of myself and on behalf of Hidayat TV for giving us special time on, especially on Ayyam Fatimiyyah.
Yeah, we have to give ajr risalat, the reward towards the nabuwwat of Rasulullah. And when we are talking about Ayyam, all the ma'asumeen are just there. You know, we feel their presence, and they are just looking at us and observing whatever efforts we can do. Nothing we are doing for Ahlul Bayt, for Bibi Fatmatul Zahra, because whatever we have is from Bibi, because she is Ayyam. Even if we have Karbala, that is because of Fatmatul Zahra Salamullah Alaiha. So whatever we do is nothing in front of what our ladies and our BBs, they have done for us. Jazakumullah khair.
MashaAllah, that was very insightful knowledge shared by Sister Razia throughout these episodes. We discussed about Bibi Khadija Salamullah Alaiha, the mother of Bibi Fatima Zahra, and her attributes. And mashallah, Sister Razia also pointed out that they have so many beautiful common things that we can match, and we as women, of course, need to pay attention to those little details of their personalities and bring those attributes in our lives, inshallah. Thank you so much, viewers, for being with us on these shows of Ayyam Fatimiyyah. Your host, Mehvish, and Sister Razia Najafi, our guest speaker, would like to say Khuda Hafiz to you at this time. Thank you so much for being with us. Fi aman Allah.